Like my dog Chester the Cheetah say, it ain't easy being cheesy.
Hold down, man. Suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. You get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building with another video. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Today I'm speaking on a video that happened while I was incarcerated down here in the state of Florida. And I'm gonna be telling you how a gangster disciple, which is known as a GD, got jumped over a bag of Cheetos, man. Okay? I say this in almost every single video that I've ever made. Prison ain't the place to be. Shit goes down in the chain gang. You get what I'm saying? You gotta protect yourself at all times. When you are in prison, you're gonna be surrounded by gang members. Over 90-something% of the population is affiliated, okay? Very few people make it through their bid without being affiliated. Me, luckily, I'm one of them, all right? Now, what happened though with this situation over here over a bag of Cheetos, I feel like, you know, the gangster disciple, he got what he deserved, you know? And what it was is he was stealing. Now, there's a big difference when it comes to stealing or taking that shit from someone. You get what I'm saying? When you take that shit from someone, that means you took that. You get what I'm saying? You put down. You made them give it to you. And you took it in their face, not behind their back when they wasn't looking. You didn't try to sneaky and take the shit and, you know, tiptoe up out the cell or nothing like that. You literally took it, you know? And a lot of gangs, they ain't supposed to be stealing. Well, what happened on this day is I was housed in H-Dorm at Calhoun CI down here in the state of Florida, which is in Blountstown, Florida, the Panhandle. I was in H-Dorm, which is a T building. And one dude happened to go take a shower. When he decided to go take a shower, he had a bag of Cheetos laying on his bed. You know, after you've been there a while, you tend to forget that you can't get comfortable and you never know who's watching you and who's observing you. And just because you may have a good face card and you get along with multiple people in the dorm and a lot of people know you, your name's around the compound, you're respected, that doesn't mean that everybody respects you. Everybody's cool with you. No one will try to get over on you. That doesn't mean that. This day here, this dude, he felt like shit was sweet. Walked inside of his quad. I guess he just got paid a bag of Cheetos that someone owed him. When he got the Cheetos, he walked in his cell. He wanted to hurry up and jump in the shower before they did count time. So what did he do? He walked in his cell. He threw the bag of Cheetos on his bed because it's your cell. People shouldn't be going in your cell without, you know, the green light to be allowed to enter. And he grabbed his shit to take a shower, made his way to the shower. You feel me? And when he came back, the Cheetos were missing off of his bed. First things first, the first person you're gonna holler at when something is missing out of your cell is your bunkie, because that is his house also. So what did he do? He hollered at the bunkie, hey man, man, you know what I'm saying, bro? Where them Cheetos at that I threw on my bed? You know, a lot of times you be thinking your bunkie's playing with you, you might be playing games with you just to see how you act, you know, because after you have a person in the cell with you so long, y'all end up clicking and interacting, and even if y'all don't click, at the end of the day, like I said, that's his house also. So if someone enters that cell without, you know, your green light or his green light, then that means that he disrespected that person also. It doesn't mean, oh, because he stole your shit, that you're the only one that was disrespected. No. That's like someone breaking in your house on the streets and they only rob one bedroom. The whole house gonna feel some type of way, right? Or is everyone else that has a separate room or someone that sleeps in the living room or whatever gonna feel like, oh, it ain't that big of a deal, you feel me? He robbed that bedroom. He robbed your bedroom. No. So in prison, you know, it is disrespectful. If you have a cellie and he don't get offended and he doesn't stand up for his cell, then he's just a point blank bitch. Because even if it wasn't his shit, he should still stand up and feel some type of way. He gotta make it his problem also. You know? So when something ends up missing, first person you're gonna look at is your bunkie. Like, if you ain't playing with me, well then who did you let in this cell? Who did you let in here? I didn't let no one in here. You get what I'm saying? So the person ended up turning to his bunkie like, hey man, where my Cheetos at, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because you know a lot of things stir up and end up being what they they end up looking like something they're not. You feel me? You can boot up and think something, hey man, hold on, bro, and then look, and on the side of your bed, them Cheetos done slid down there and they're stuck way in the corner, and it's hard to get to them. You feel me? Especially if you're in a cell where you got the lockers stuck at the bottom of the bed, because then you can't get up under your bed. It's like a big old box stuck under the damn slab. You feel me? There'll be two of them, so you can't really get, without the broom, you ain't gonna really be able to get up under there and get your Cheetos if they fell along the side of the bed. You feel me? So a lot of shit may look like it's something and it really ain't. It could be just a, you know, by accident they fell down there or something. Well, he asked his bunkie, hey man, you know what I'm saying, where my Cheetos at, dog? You feel me? And he's like, what you mean your Cheetos, man? Come on, man, stop playing with me, bro. You know, that's basically what you're gonna say to him, man. Stop playing with me, bro. And then come to find out, his bunkie didn't take his shit. He asked his bunkie, well, who'd you have in the room? You feel me? I just put him on the bed right before I took a shower. Who'd you have in the room? You feel me? And his bunkie was like, I ain't have nobody in the room. Straight up. So what ended up happening was, he's like, what you mean, bro? So I ended up, what? So someone came in here and stole my shit. So he ended up walking around, you know, asking people without base checking. Base checking is normally when you dorm check. Hey man, check this out, man. Attention in the dorm. Who the fuck came in cell such and such? Who came in cell such and such and stole my Cheetos? Da 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 da. That's base check. That's putting it out there for everyone to hear. That's where, man, whoever did it, boy, you a fuck nigga. Whoever did it, boy, just know you a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's base checking. That's when you address it to the entire dorm. A lot of people do that when they're in prison. I've done it before, you know. Well, he didn't end up doing that. He went from person to person that he knew, his friends, people that he was cool with, and he started questioning them. Hey, you ain't seen no one come in my cell? Or, hey, bro, you ain't seen no one go in my cell? Go to the cell next to him. Hey, you ain't seen no one go in my cell when I was in the shower? They ended up telling him, yeah. Dude down there, I forgot the number cell, but dude on the bottom tier over there that was by the bottom shower, him, I seen him up there. Oh yeah? So he goes down there and he questions him. He's like, hey bro, check this out. You went in my cell and grabbed something that ain't belong to you? And at first he told him no. He said, nah, I ain't going in your cell. Where you hear that at? I didn't go in your cell. Who told you that? So basically he would get out of him who told him that he was there. You feel me? He was like, nah, bro, I mean, I didn't go near your cell, man. You must have the wrong person. So what ended up happening, he feels like, man, the Cheetos are gone. There's nothing he can do about it. Feel me? All right, the dude's saying he didn't do it, or ain't shit he could do about it. Depending on what officers are working, because down here in the state of Florida, they now have cameras in certain places in prison. You feel me? And some officers want to see something go down. So some officers are straight up show you on the camera and tell you on the camera who went in there and stole your shit. You feel me? So he was like, man, ain't nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. They did head count. Once head count cleared, that same person who he went down there and confronted, which was the gangster disciple, which was the GD, he ended up going up in there to his room. And when he went in his room, he said, hey, bro, let me holler at you. So he's like, all right, fuck it, come in. When he went in there, he was like, look, he thought the dude was finna come in there and tell him, like, bro, you accusing me of stealing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know who your source is, but you heard wrong, bro. You tried me, you feel me? I'm affiliated, you ain't. You get what I'm saying? That's probably what he thought the dude was finna say. So he was gonna apologize to the guy, actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my bad, bro, you feel me? But when people say, you the one that came on my cell, bro, I'm finna come check it, you feel me? I'm finna come over there and see what that shit be about, cause I ain't pussy by a long shot, you feel me? That's what he, you know, that's what the right person would have did. Would have apologized, like, look, bro, my bad, you feel me? But bitch is saying you was the one that was in my shit. So, you know, I'm finna come to you because I'm a man before anything. So I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna ask you straight up, is you the one that went in my shit? That's simple, bro. If you feel some type of way that I'm questioning you about it, then we can agree, get it off your chest, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna keep quiet about it, because then that makes me a bitch on my end. You feel me? That's what the right thing to do would be, you know? So when the dude come in there, he thinking he gonna have to apologize to the GD and shit like that. But the GD actually come in there and tell him, yeah, bro, I mean, I seen the Cheetos on your bed when I was walking by looking for some cigarettes. So I came in here and took them. What you trying to do about it? So he straight up told him that I took your shit. So the person who got his Cheetos taken, he wasn't really trying to fight or nothing like that. He was just like basically pushing the issue about his Cheetos, but what you finna do about it? Now it's right here in front of you. The person that took your shit's right here in your cell telling you. And he literally, you know, at first he didn't, you feel me? He didn't know how to react, I guess, because he probably couldn't believe the dude was literally standing in his cell telling him to his face now, yeah, I took your shit. So, which it was still stealing, you get what I'm saying? Because he went in there and he took him, he stole him or whatever. But the bunkie, who isn't the one that got his shit taken, was in the cell too. And he's like, man, what you mean? You came in my house, bro? And he was like, man, I'm talking to him. That's what he said. He said, man, you talking to him, man? It's my motherfucking room too, you feel me? So the GD was like, so what you trying to do? So the dude who lived as the bunkie, not the one who got his Cheetos taken, he steals them. Punts the GD dead in his shit. They start wrapping up, they lock up, and they tussling inside of the cell, you feel me? So as they're fighting and tussling inside of the cell, the dude, the GD, starts saying, man, I'll take whatever I want. I'll take whatever I want. That's what he starts saying. Once they like unlock from being in a little scuffle, he punches the other dude in his shit, the one whose Cheetos they were. The GD swings and hits the other person, which is dumb because he brought it amongst himself now that just because the dude didn't want to fight doesn't mean he wasn't going to fight. So now that he gets away from the little lockup that he had with that bunkie, he swings on the dude whose Cheetos he took, and now that dude jumps on him, and then the other bunkie jumped on him also. So they were in there jumping the shit out of this GD. And it was crazy because I wasn't in the cell, you feel me? I wasn't right there watching the whole tussle or nothing like that, but I was on the phone, you feel me? So on the phone, you can hear the tussle, you can hear what's going on, you're gonna keep on, you're gonna be like this, and you're gonna be looking and shit, then you're gonna be looking at the officer station to make sure the officers don't know. If the officers look like they on game, you're gonna be like, hey, y'all boys, police, you're gonna let them know so no one gets in trouble. You don't want people to go to confinement, and you don't want the police in your dorm, you don't want your dorm hot, so you know everyone looks out for each other, whether you're doing something illegal or whether you're not. That's just how it is in prison, you feel me? So I was watching from the phone, you feel me? They was in there scuffling and shit. And the one thing I do recall is the GD tried to get out the cell a couple times. And I heard one of the bunkies say, you ain't going nowhere, And they yanked his ass right back in the cell. They were jumping him, beating his ass. A couple times I seen the hands come around the door frame, like if someone was trying to pull herself out the door, and then you just see the hands come off it, like they yanked him back in there. And they beat his ass pretty good. And the funny thing about it all was, when they were done beating his ass, the GD came out, and his shirt was all like ripped and yanked and everything. You know, he was all banged up looking, he had a bloody nose. And the way I know that they beat his ass pretty good is because both of them exited their cell first. They both came out. One went that way, one went that way, boom. One went, got in the shower. The other one came downstairs like it was nothing. And the GD was still in their cell. So I'm like, okay, he's in there busted. They painted that way. You feel me? And then when he came out, he was all banged up. And then now that he was a gang member, you feel me? You already know. He went and got his brothers. The other GDs came to this quad, you feel me? And they came to my quad, and then they thought, you know, they made it seem like something was gonna go down. But the person who lived in the cell with the dudes whose Cheetos were taken was a gang member also, from a different gang. The Cutthroats, which is a gang down here in Jacksonville. You feel me? And I fought with the Cutthroats. Them boys are bumping, you feel me? They put that, they do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got respect for all organizations. But so the Cutthroats and the G's, they supposed to be tied. They supposed to be, you know, they cool with each other. So when all the GDs came down there, all the other Cutthroats came down there. And it looked like it was gonna be a war, like a riot or whatever. But in the long run, that Gangster Disciple was stealing. So, you know, depending on where you're at and how much they fought with their brother, they might leave him in that water. They might be like, man, shit, fuck it, bro. They might give him a violation themselves. They might make him fight one-on-one, and that's exactly what they did. You feel me? They made him fight the dude whose Cheetos he took, and then, who wasn't a gang member, but he was in the right, his bunkie's a cutthroat, so there was nothing that they could stop from happening. They made him fight the dude whose Cheetos it was, and the dude whose Cheetos it was didn't know how to fight worth the shit either. You feel me? So that was like the funniest looking scuffle I've seen. And then they made him fight the Cutthroat just for disrespecting him going inside his cell. And the Cutthroat beat his ass. Because one thing I can tell you about them Cutthroats is them boys know how to bump. There ain't a Cutthroat I came across in prison that didn't know how to grid good. And I did a video a while ago about the most bumping inmate I've ever seen. He was a cutthroat named Grip, if y'all have ever seen that video. So once the cutthroat beat his ass, the cutthroat was amped up to where he was telling all the other GDs, like, what's up? Y'all gonna let me do your brother like that? What's up? Which one of y'all niggas wanna bump? Y'all gonna let me do your brother like that? Come on, come get you some of this. Come get you some of this. Who want wreck? Who want wreck? And there was like 7 of them in there. In our quad that didn't live in there. They came in there, the GDs. And out of them 7 of them, 6 of them ain't say shit. They ain't want that smoke with that cutthroat. But one of them did. One of them said, man, you got my brother fucked up, bro. I'll get in there. And one of them went in there to fight the cutthroat. Same shit happened. The cutthroat painted him. You feel me? Thought the shit was sweet. Thought the shit was sweet. That's what he kept saying while he was whooping him on the ground. You feel me? And all this happened within like an hour. This whole story all happened within an hour. This whole scuffle went down between the first fight. The GDs came down over there. They sent word through sign language from one quad to the other quad. They told them on the vent. They all linked up. They came in there. You have officers that will pop the door and let you slide, which is violating, which is the DR you'll get for unauthorized area if you go to a dorm that isn't yours. But you have officers that'll let you slide from dorm to dorm. You feel me? And shit like that, they don't care. You know, they just let you do what you gotta do, you feel me? So they came in there, the scuffles went down, that cutthroat beat up that first gangster disciple and the second one. And then at the end of it all, like a day and a half later, because that same gangster disciple, man, that got beat up, who thought he could get over on someone, you feel me? He, a day and a half later, walked up to that same person and gave them a bag of Cheetos. You feel me? And I remember seeing that shit like, damn, you feel me? Like, you know, I respect him giving the Cheetos back and everything, but at the same time, look what it all had to lead to. Because he was a gang member, he felt like he can get over on this one person that he knew wasn't a gang member. You see what I'm saying? Out of everyone in the damn quad, all these cells, you mean to tell me you went into the weakest link cell and took a bag of Cheetos off his bed because you seen him walk into a cell with the Cheetos? You locked eyes on him with the bag of chips. Probably wasn't even thinking purposely of robbing him or anything. You just happened to lock eyes on him, seen him go in there, throw that shit on his bed. So it caught your attention. The throw probably caught your attention. You probably was looking this way and seen something fly. When you looked, you seen it was a bag of Cheetos, and then you seen him grab his towel and shit and walk to the shower. So then you're probably like, went up there, and look, he got his ass banged up because he went inside someone's cell. Should have never did that. And it was all over a little bag of Cheetos, though. Bag of Cheetos. You think he learned his lesson? I don't think he learned his lesson. The only lesson he probably learned was from his own brothers, his own gang. Because you have people that do shit like this in prison all the time. Over the littlest, pettiest, simplest shit. Things that are so simple and small that someone could just ask you and you might give it to them. You know, they might be hungry and you could tell they're starving and they could just be like, hey man, you got extra soup you could spare, bro? Feel me? I was a boss in there, bro. I was a kingpin, bitch. I had so many soups. I can't tell you how many times I bless people, especially the old people. You know, the old people who don't get no money, no canteen. I see they look all hungry and shit. Hey, Pops. You look over, hey, you look over, you feel me? Here you go, bro. What's this for, man? Go ahead, man. Eat you something. I got so much of that shit, bro. I could give it away, but I'm not going to just give it to people. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, there's plenty of times I had people come up to me late night that were spent all their money on dope, getting high and shit like that. They come up late night. I could see it, and then they're getting skinny as hell. I could see they've been doing this shit for a good 4 months strong. It's getting $100 and spending on straight Tunchi, straight K2, getting skinny as hell. Could tell, boy, they walk around, boy, now they asking people to borrow shit and everything. I'm the type that I ain't gonna let you borrow it from me, because when I got cell phones, dope, real money, everything going on, and I got a name on the pound, and I'm making money and I'm making transactions, I can't let a little situation between me and you about me fronting you a soup escalate to where it causes attention and I risk losing my whole empire. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I grinded to make, I risk losing it over a soup. And since I got so much of it, you come up to me and you like, hey man, you think I could borrow a soup till Monday? You know, depending on who you are, if you're one of my homeboys or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll be like, I got you, bitch. You don't even worry about it. You feel me? You already know, bitch, that shit ain't nothing. That's a soup. Feel me? And then if it's someone that I feel like, man, he don't get no money or he's got a bad habit, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, bro, you can have this soup, bro. You don't owe me nothing, though, bro. You good. You good, bro. You feel me? Enjoy that bitch. Because here I feel like I'm doing a good deed. I'm putting some food in your stomach, bro. You hungry. Even though you got a problem and you chasing right now, you chasing that dope. At the same time, you know, me, I just got a different heart, you know what I'm saying? And I wanna, yeah, bro, yeah, all right, Monday. And the next thing you know, Monday come, and then, oh, I ain't forget about you, bro. Now you reminding me you owe me a soup. Another week comes, oh, brother, well, I'm gonna have that for you later. But now that I see you eating good and I see you smoking good, you coming with a big bag, I ain't gonna expect you to give me my soup when you coming with a big bag if you're chasing dope. Because if I was one of them people chasing dope, I damn sure wouldn't want to pay you either. You feel me? So I wouldn't even put that type of shit out there. I just be like, here you go, babe, you good, dog. Fuck that shit, bro. It's just a soup, you feel me? Don't get used to it though, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how I was, you see? But that damn gangster disciple, dog, he, you know, who knows? He was probably chasing that sack and said, fuck it, bro, I'm gonna hit this boy for them Cheetos, and didn't think twice about it. And he ended up getting his ass jumped, okay? And a lot of convulsion was going around on the compound when the cutthroat ended up whooping 2 GDs, because now they're thinking is a war gonna break out, because the Crips were rocking with the GDs and they were rocking with the cutthroats. You see what I'm saying? All 3 of them are supposed to be tied together. So then you got the cutthroats that fall out with the GDs, then you got the Crips in the middle. So you got some siding with some siding with the other, and shit like that. But then once they seen that cutthroat was bumping, and he was ready to grit whoever it was, you feel me? And he wasn't in the wrong because it was his room, you feel me? Them boys just, they patty cake, they laid down, they just, it's a dead issue, bro. And they took it out on their brother who went in there in the first place. See what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I'm gonna wrap this video on up. This one ain't that long, as y'all see, but I just wanna let y'all know, man, shit does go down in prison. It ain't the place to be, it ain't cool, you don't wanna idolize it, you don't wanna be like, bitch, I've been to prison. I made this prison channel just to share my experiences with everybody, just so everyone can know what it's like in prison. Some days are better than the others, some days aren't. Some are the worst days that you'll ever have. And your prison experience can be totally different than mine. That's what makes me stand out, is I'm explaining to y'all how I made it through prison. My story is gonna be totally different than everyone else's. And as you see, something as simple as a bag of Cheetos, dog, got that gang member's ass whooped. You feel me? And that's what it is, bro. But anyways, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all watching this shit. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you ain't hit it on your way in, hit it on your way out. And like I say right before I end every video, keep all them snakes, rats, squares, and clowns out your circle. And until next time, you already know, man, it's Frog.